The Grey Rooms is proud to be supported by Sonnet. Sonnet is a modern, easy-to-use podcasting app for listeners with Android phones. Escaping from an extra-dimensional prison? Well, that's hard. Listening to podcasts should be easy. But many podcast apps send you down an endless set of corridors, each more twisty than the last. Sonnet's clean design and user-friendly interface makes it incredibly easy to discover new shows, listen to your favorites, and keep up to date with all of the latest episodes. And best of all, Sonnet is free. So click on the link in the description to return to the Grey Rooms through Sonnet, and hope, against hope, you do not end up in the Grey Rooms. You awake. The elevator is small and cramped. There is a strange old man. He's mumbling. You hear a ding, and he forces you out. You're lost. You have no memory of this place. How did you get here? Where are you? It doesn't matter. Because now, you belong to the Grey Rooms.
Good morning, Angela. I'm glad to see that you finally woke up. I hope you don't mind, but I'll be recording our conversations so that I can track your progress through this. My name is Mr., and you will only refer to me as Mr., and that's all you need to know about me. Now, I bet you're wondering what the fuck is going on right about now. We'll get to that soon. I promise. And right now, however, I'm going to let you sweat off the drugs I've given you, and I'll be back tomorrow morning to bring you up to speed with everything, okay? Now don't go running off on me now. I'm kidding. I know you're not going anywhere soon. Good morning, Angela. You seem much more alert today. Good. That means you'll better understand what's happening to you. Now, there's no use in trying to speak, not with that thing attached to your head. You like it? It's my own invention. It's a specially modified muzzle designed specifically for a human woman. You see, here in my home, speech and solid foods are a privilege that are earned. And, well, you haven't earned either of those things yet. So I'm afraid I'll have to keep it on you for a time. Okay? Now, I guess I should go ahead and tell you all about your new situation. Angela, I brought you here to be my pet. to mold you into the most perfect pet companion anyone could ever ask for. And don't cry. Don't cry. It isn't flattering to your looks. Please be quiet so I can finish. Now, I know this may not be exactly where you imagined being today, but here you are. And here is where you will stay. You have no one in your previous life to miss you, so it's best if you just come to terms with all of this sooner than later. Now, the first order of things. I have a set of rules that I will outline. Rules that cannot be broken in order for this to work. Now, before I tell you these rules, however, I'm going to have to demonstrate exactly how serious I am about these rules not being broken. We can start with this syringe filled with vecuronium bromide. Vecuronium bromide is a neat little drug that causes muscular paralysis. Now, it doesn't render a patient unconscious. What's more is it does not affect the nervous system, leaving the patient able to feel every single thing that happens to them, fully aware while it's happening. You should feel it kicking in about now. Now, please forgive my use of the duct tape. I know it seems tacky, but it's still the best thing for holding a paralyzed woman's head in place. And I'm going to need you to watch what I'm about to do, Angela. I need you to watch so that you will understand how important not breaking rules is to me. This is to assert a line of my tolerance for rule breaking. Okay? Now, this one here is lidocaine, which will numb these two fingers. A mercy from pain that will only give this once, since you haven't actually done anything wrong yet. Now, while we wait for the lidocaine to kick in, let's make sure those eyes of yours stay wide open so they don't miss a thing. Now, I got this lid speculum on Craigslist. Can you believe that? You can buy just about anything online these days. Let's see here. Okay, that's better. That's better. Now you get to watch without interruption. Oh, here you go. A few eye drops so those beautiful green eyes don't get dried out. Okay, the lidocaine should be in full effect now, so let's begin. Angela, I am about to remove the tips of both your ring and pinky fingers. I'm doing this so you know that I will, and that I will do this again without hesitation if you decide not to abide by my rules at any time. Only next time, and any time thereafter, I won't use the lidocaine. So, first, we make a cut along the top joint of your pinky, all the way around, just like this. There. No, hey, eyes right here. You do not look away while I do this. Do you understand me? Do not. Okay. For that, why don't we see what your finger looks like without the skin? And if you look away again, I'll wait for the lidocaine to wear off before I take the second. So, you feel every second of it. Now, this part. You have to peel the skin up from the back side of the finger so it doesn't split. This way it lifts the fingernail away with minimal effort or need for a scalpel. There. See how the front side just starts to follow without any extra assistance? Yeah, that's the proper way to skin anything, is by pulling towards the tips of their fingers. Here it is, Angela, the flap of dead skin that used to be your fingerprint. Eye drops? There you go. Okay. Now this next part will be quick, provided you don't look away again. All right, now once the skin has been scored with the blade, it's just a matter of separating the bone and tissue from the joint. you've got to be careful not to cut this tendon right here, or you could lose the tip of that finger. Now, the blade goes right here in this tiny little gap. See there? Then twist it until we hear that right there. Huh? And now the former top of your finger. Ta-da! Doesn't look like much, does it? Okay, time for finger number 2. Then I'll stitch you up and we'll give you something to help you sleep. I don't think we'll need to record that one too. Besides, I'll have the video to watch. Good morning, Angela. I hope you've rested well these past few days. Come here, girl. Let me look at your fingers and redress them. Come on. I'm not going to hurt you. Angela, come over here and I'll give you something to eat. I'm sure you're starving after the last few days without food. That's what I thought you'd decide to do. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Yeah, these look like they're healing nicely. No infection. I should be able to remove the stitches in another few days. All right, there you go. Fingers nicely wrapped and good to go. That's a good girl. I'll be back with some food for you, my pet. Here you go. Now, it's a blend of proteins and vitamins and a liquid base of fatty oils. Everything you need to survive until you've earned the removal of that muzzle. Here, drink. That hole there is for the straw so you can drink with the muzzle on. There you go. There you go. Slow down. Not too fast. Not too fast. You haven't eaten anything in 5 days. Too much too fast is going to make you sick. Nice and slow. Such a good girl. Who's such a good girl? Who's my good girl? Good morning, Angela. I think it's time I tell you my rules. Now that you know what I can and will do, I feel that you'll better appreciate their importance. Firstly, you are no longer you or your life before you woke up here. This means there will be no talking about anything previous to this room. Doing so will get you hosed down with 150 pounds of water pressure until I feel you've learned a lesson. Second, you are my pet and nothing more. Not a woman, not someone who worked at a clothing store, not a person. Nothing at all but my pet. You are my pet. Now, being my pet means that you will obey every word without hesitation or question, and failure to follow my commands will result in food privileges being revoked for no less than 5 days, or until I feel you've learned a lesson. Tertiary, there will be no biting or screaming or fighting or otherwise trying to escape. This room is a bomb shelter under my house and 20 miles from any other person. Not only will you not be heard, but I will clip your fucking vocal cords so that you won't be able to scream again. Any attempt at harming me or trying to escape will result in you losing another part of your body without the lidocaine so you can feel every second. Yeah? Now, finally, if you earn the right to have that muzzle removed, you will refer to me as Mr., and only that. You will speak in my presence when given permission, and you will speak to me with the utmost respect. When you do get permission to speak to me, you will not look me in the eyes or anywhere except the floor. Failure to do any of this will result in getting the fire hose and food privileges revoked for as long as I see fit. Now, do you understand these rules, Angela? Nod your head. Good girl. Oh, good girl. Now I trust that I won't have to remind you of these rules again, nor what will happen if you choose to break them. Good? All right. Come here, girl. Come here. Come sit next to me on the floor so that I can pet you. Oh. Very good. Very good. Oh, you are taking to this quickly. You may earn your speaking sooner than I thought. You're such a good girl. Such a good girl. Good girl. Good morning, Angela. I hope I didn't bruise your face too badly yesterday. I will not tolerate you not listening to my commands. If I say, let me pet your belly, you will roll over and let me pet your goddamn belly. I am the master here. You don't have a choice in how this works. You either listen or I will persuade you. Now come here and let me look at your face. It looks really bruised from here. Well, some of the things I'm training you for are basic pet routines. Once I've finished breaking you into a point of absolute obedience, we can start working on things befitting the perfect pet. As for now, do not hesitate to follow my commands again. Now, here girl, I got you a present for otherwise being a good girl. It's a floor bed I made for you from a few pet beds. Making something for you to sleep on so you don't have to sleep on the concrete anymore. You may speak and thank me, Angela.
Thank you, mister, for your generous gift to me. You are the best master I could have ever wanted. Thank you so much. Will you pet me, mister, for being a good girl?
Not today. I'm very proud of how far you've come over these past 8 months. But I'll let you sleep tonight, and tomorrow we can start training you to be trusted upstairs with me. Would you like that?
Yes, mister. I would like that very much. Thank you.
Good morning, Angela. Did you sleep well on your new bed? Come here, girl. Yeah, closer so you can tell me. Come on.
Yes, mister. I slept very well, thank you. The bed has turned out to be an incredibly helpful gift. You are such a kind master to me.
I am good to you. It's those beautiful green eyes of yours that make me soft in you. Here, show me your right hand so I can check the healing of that middle finger I took after you tried to bite me last month. Ha! I'll bet you won't try that again.
No, mister. I will never try such a betrayal again. Thank you for your mercy in only taking the one finger.
Well, scars seem to be healing well. I was thinking about bringing you upstairs for a short while to reward you for being so well behaved. Would you like to see the upstairs, girl?
Yes, mister. I would very much. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Come here so I can unlock the floor chain and attach you to the harness we've been training on. Then we can go upstairs. Okay, hold out your wrists. There we go. No more heavy floor chain. You are being such a good girl.
Thank you, mister.
What is that? Whatever you keep fooling with in your shorts there. Let me see it. Let me see it.
It's a ball, mister. I made it last night pulling strings from my bed and tying them all tight together.
You tore up the bed that I just gave you so you could make a ball? Bad girl! Bad!
But mister, it isn't just a ball. It is a very hard ball. So I could do this. Ha! Good morning, mister. You fucking sick piece of shit. How do you like being chained to that fucking chair, huh? Answer me! Oh, haha, that's right. You can't talk with that muzzle on now, can you? Whoops. That's okay. I don't really want to hear what you'll have to say about this next part. It might seem familiar. You see, this stuff here is called vicuronium bromide, a substance you know well. You should start to feel it working by now. Forgive my use of duct tape. It's just the most effective way of holding up a paralyzed person's head. I'm gonna need you to watch all of this next part. I couldn't find your eyelid torture thing, so I'll just have to tape your eyelids open. I hope you don't mind. Listen closely now. I am about to remove one knuckle from each of your fingers for every day you've kept me locked up in here as your fucking pet. Now, I know you're thinking that even with 3 sections per finger, that's not nearly enough to cover every day I've been here. And you're right, it isn't nearly enough. But between them and your toes, I think you might actually learn a lesson. Oh, and this is my favorite part. I did find your scalpel, but then I saw these garden shears and thought they would be so much more fun to use. So that's exactly what I'll use. All right, is there anything I've forgotten? Oh shit, the lidocaine! How could I have forgotten the lidocaine? Oh well, I hope you don't mind if I do this without it. Let's start with the top of your pinky finger on 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow, that had to hurt. But this is what used to be the top of your pinky finger. This is fun. Now I get it, the whole torture thing. Now, let's see what the other fingers look like detached from your hand. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
Good Morning Angela, written by Mike Lee, and performed by Michael Rigg as Mr. and Erin Lillis as Angela. Music composition for this episode is by J.M. Scherf. Artwork, web development, and creative direction is by Cassie Pertiet. Social media management and Patreon support is by Brooks Bigley. Videography is by Hale Scherf. The main narrative author, Michael Zenke. All-around cool dude, Graham Rowett. Audio engineering and sound design was by me, Jason Wilson. Well, this is the third of 4 Patreon episodes for this season. We are toying around with possibly expanding the episodes for next season. We have received a ton of submissions, so we're thinking it's a good possibility. So, fingers crossed, we could make that happen for you. We want to thank you ever so much for your support. Seriously, you are the reason why we are growing as fast as we are. You are the reason why we are able to support our authors and our actors. You are the reason why this exists. Thank you. Your support is something beyond humbling. We are truly grateful. So hang tight. We have a lot more coming for you, which includes another Bane episode and information for the upcoming off-season. Thanks again for your support. We do hope that you enjoyed this episode, even though all of us wanted to kill Mr. within the first 5 seconds. But thank you, Mike Lee. You write excellent stuff. Till next time, thank you again for your support, patrons. We love you so very much. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.